welcome back to Hannah's Happy Home. So before we get into this home renovation episode, I just wanted to sit down and quickly explain a little bit more about why we had to fire our contractor, when our new contractor is starting, because in the last renovation video I told you that we fired our contractor and we're hiring a new one to do the stucco on the outside of the house, and then I just kind of left you guys hanging and I didn't really explain why. If you've been watching the videos for the last month, you know that this stucco process has been dragging out for over a month now, and originally the contractor told us that it would only take about a week and a half to 2 weeks. It just kept dragging out week after week. We felt like he was leading us on each week, telling us that they would be out here at the house all week long with a lot of guys, getting a lot done, finishing up the house by the weekend, and every week hardly anything would get done on the outside of the house, and what would get done, a lot of it was having to be redone. There was just a lot of different things that kept happening that just led up to this point of us ultimately deciding that it was time to move on to a different contractor. We had a meeting with our new contractor a couple days later, and the new contractor said that he wants to redo all of the stucco that's already been done because he said it doesn't look very good at all. Even the spots that we thought looked a little bit good, he said that it should look way better than that. He said that he's going to blow it onto the house instead of putting it on by hand. He said that's how it should have been done from the start, and it's going to look a lot better that way. We've seen pictures of their work and it looks awesome. We've heard lots of great things about them, and he sent over the contract and we signed that yesterday. It's got everything listed out. He even has in that contract the date they're going to be starting and the date they're going to be finishing. So they're going to be starting on November 12th and finishing on November 21st. That is one tip if I could give to you guys if you're hiring a contractor: get everything in writing. We didn't have anything in writing with the previous contractor, but now with this contractor, we have everything in writing, even down to the dates that they're going to be getting everything done. So we just wanted to share it all with you in the hopes that it can help you if you're looking to do renovations or hire contractors. Be sure that you get everything in writing, even down to the dates that they're going to start and be finished with the project. And also do your research, hear what other people have said about that contractor, look at pictures of their previous work, and I will keep you guys updated here in the next couple of weeks as they start on the stucco and finish it. So stay tuned, and also be sure you're following me over on Instagram because I give daily updates over there. A little update on our chicks. They got big enough that we moved them out here to the barn. They've got plenty of room to run around in here, and they're getting so huge. I'm gonna try to catch one here. This one right here, she's my favorite. She's not quite as big as the other ones, but she's got some really pretty markings. But these ones right here are getting so huge. They literally grow overnight. It's crazy. And the chickens are no longer living in this box. Jalen built them this little temporary home here in the corner of the barn. He just has to cut the hole over there in the wall so that they can go out to the run outside. And I think eventually we might make half of the barn into a pen like this. So once they get bigger, maybe here in a couple months when we start building nest boxes for them and stuff, we might just get rid of this wall right here and just have it kind of cut this barn in half. Then they'll have the run to go outside. We can have nest boxes. We want to keep this side open for feed, and also when we raise more baby chicks, we can have them over on this side as well. And we need to give the whole outside of the barn a makeover, and that will help this inside area to look a little bit better. But for now, this is what we're working with. Okay, so we are finally going to get a blind hung in the kitchen here. I got the tilt blind in the mail, and we got all of the mounting hardware for that.
So we decided to take the chain pull off of this blind. You gotta pop that cap off, unscrew the screw, that pops out, and they send an extra piece that goes in its place, just a little rubber piece like that. And then now this end looks just like this end, so they both pop in those brackets, so you don't have that chain.
We realized that the blind does not work without the chain. It's not spring loaded, which I thought it was. how the blind turned out, and we like the color of it and everything, but it's kind of disappointing that there's a gap at the top because we had to put on that little chain roller on the side, so it makes the gap at the top, and it also makes a little bit of a gap on this side. So when you pull it down, there's a little bit of a gap on the left, but not on the right. Okay, we're going to take a quick break here to show you what we cooked up for supper that night after we had finished all of the projects. We were so hungry, so we cooked up some steaks on the grill, and these steaks are from Crowd Cow, and Crowd Cow is sponsoring today's video, which we're so very grateful for. Crowd Cow is a marketplace for high quality meats that creates a meaningful connection between the farmer and the customer. So how Crowd Cow works is that you build your own box. You can shop their high quality beef, pork, chicken, seafood, and more. You can become a member of Crowd Cow for free and get perks like 5% off and free shipping above $99. With Crowd Cow, you can know where your meat is coming from. You get meat and seafood that tastes better and is higher quality, and you're also supporting farmers. If you want to try out Crowd Cow, then click my link down below in the description box to get $15 off your first order. You can also save an extra 5% off everything you put into your box when you become a member, which is always the best deal. So use my code and your membership is free. So if you remember in a previous video, I think it was about 3 or 4 months ago now, we had our previous contractor come and take out the sliding glass doors that used to be right here. He closed it all up, put in a window, and then he tried to do a texture on the inside of here. Here's a look at that texture that the previous contractor did. It just turned out pretty awful. Basically, he never came back and fixed it, so we are going to have the contractor who closed off the door over in the office, we're going to have him come today and fix this texture for us, and then we can paint it all, put trim here at the bottom. Jalen is going to pop off this trim right here because after we get this painted, are you going to just do a whole new big piece of trim? Or
Yeah, I'll do either a long piece of trim here, or if I don't have a long enough piece to do the whole thing, I'll cut this piece at a 45 and the other piece at a 45 so they join together a whole lot easier and a whole lot better so you can clean it up.
I'm going to take down all of my decorations off these shelves, be sure everything is cleared off of these counters because it's probably going to be a little bit of a mess in here. Back when this contractor closed off the door here in the office, we forgot to have him close off this light switch here as well. So after he finished the door, there was just like a light switch in the middle of the wall. So Jalen went ahead and capped that off so that he could close that up while he was doing this window today. Okay, the contractor got all this retextured. It looks awesome and it matches the other texture that's on the wall so much better now. And now that this is done, we can finally start finishing up this wall, get it painted. First thing, Jalen's gonna measure for trim down here and we're gonna go cut that, paint that, and then I can paint this wall and then we can put up the trim and it will all be done. If I don't mention it, I know I will get a question. The wall color is Agreeable Gray by Sherwin-Williams. It's just the perfect gray color. We used it on every wall in our house, every room except for the boys' bathroom. While I have some of our wall paint out, I'm going to go ahead and touch up the wall back here. In a previous video, we put in this new vent hood, and it was a little bit smaller up higher than our previous one. So you can see some of the wall and some of the cabinet that wasn't painted. Okay, now this wall is completely done finally. It's been sitting like this for months, so it feels so good to finally have this painted, have the trim down there. All we have to do now is just do the touch-up paint on the trim down here, and then it will be completely done. Here Jalen is installing our last quick set handle and lock here on the back door. He had to cut the hole above the handle for the deadbolt, and I still haven't decided if I want to paint this door a different color other than white. I know I want to paint the outside of it a different color, either black or a darker gray, something like that. But I'm not sure about the inside. Do you guys think I should paint the inside of the door a darker color other than white, or just leave it white to match the other doors? Haven't quite decided yet. Okay, our afternoon project is going to be to paint this well shed over here. I already did kind of the first coat on it a couple months ago, but then we thought we were just going to stucco the shed, so we decided to just paint it the same color as the house. It's going to be a lot cheaper and a lot easier. So to add to what I said earlier, I did start to paint this shed a couple months ago, but then we decided, why don't we just have them stucco over the shed when they stucco the house? But then a couple weeks ago, we found out that it was going to cost about $300 to stucco this shed, because they would have to prep the outside of it for the stucco, put up wire and everything like that. So we decided, you know what, we're just going to paint it the same color as the house. It's not worth that much to have this shed stuccoed. So yeah, we decided to just paint it, but as we were painting it, we said multiple times, why didn't we just invest in a paint sprayer? At the beginning of this renovation, it would have been so easy to just spray the paint onto this shed, because one of us had to have a paintbrush to get in all of these cracks, and then the other one had the roller, and it was just a huge process. At least it wasn't really hot outside though. The last time I painted this shed, it was so hot outside in the middle of the summertime, but now we've got this nice cool fall weather to do these outside projects in. I hope that you enjoyed today's home renovation episode. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. We would love to have you subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in a couple days in a brand new video. And also, again, a big thank you to Crowd Cow for sponsoring this video. Bye.